Ladies, babies, and gentlemen, welcome to the show. February the 4th, 2024. Mike SSI, what's going on? How are you? Thanks for sending me the pictures of the base camp. Looking good, dude. Looking good. Eddie K, what's going on? I start with like a video or something. We'll just like slowly let it, let it spill in. Eddie K in the house. Mike Bird. How's everybody? Spencer. Randy. Let's go. Having fun with it. Awesome. Jeff and Laura, Alabama. JCB 67. We're doing a real-time roll call. Paul McNeil. Starting to go fast. Francis. John Graham. Nice to see you, everybody. CBO Hobo. Yeah, we'll let it fill up a little bit, and we'll do what we always do. We will do what we always do. We'll shoot the breeze. Talk about things. Yeah. That's what's happening. Making pizza dough, can't miss the show. Gary Gasser. Ladies, babies, and gentlemen. Boss. Dad, Michael Bear. What's up, dudes? Gary Bean Garrett, what's happening? Big time? Is that big monster you're flying a turbine, dude? Wild Bill, what up? Big Zoom is right. Hopefully you guys are getting to fly. You know, there's been breaks in the weather and you guys are getting to fly something. Hopefully that's what's happening for you. I can't wait. I cannot wait. I've got to get my stuff together, dude. What's going on, Micah? Nice. So who got to fly this week? What's up, Jonathan? Welcome to the show. If it's your first time here, I hope you don't expect much. Boss is putting his big auto together. Nice. Ronnie, what's up? Good stuff. Yeah, we've had a couple decent days lately. Slaps. Ryan loves dragons. I don't understand that, but sure. Garrett got to fly and a lot of others at BAM RC. Very good. Anybody else get to crack any maidens off or fly favorites? And check out Garrett Bean Garrett in the Alabama RC Club. You want to see shenanigans from this weekend's activities. Nice. Oh gosh, Spence. Come on, man. So yeah, we'll hang out here for a little bit, and then near the end, as long as I don't forget, we'll do a recap of the racing. For all my airplane guys in the house, RC Ryan, man, I'm telling you, a little bit of everything. Eric Quinn, what's happening? Very good. Are we going to spackle? Who knows? Maybe. I do have a fresh bucket of mud. I've been slapping some on. We'll see. We'll see. Yeah, getting dialed in down here. Getting dialed in. And the minute I start working on the house, more projects present themselves. Thank you, wifey. Like legit, there's a closet down here that I'm getting ready to remodel the inside of for the little one. Like beadboard and trim and stuff for the little one. She doesn't have really her own room. So whenever we get a chance to give her a little nook or corner of the place, we do. Oh, Ruckham Roy. Nice. Wow, builded concrete today. There you go. Yeah, so thanks for coming by. I've been very, very busy and honestly haven't kept up too much. Like, did I miss anything on Thursday? I don't think so. I looked. Fred Barron, what's going on? I checked and I didn't really see anything. Any hot topics on the face place? Let's go see. Fred says, Bill, go live so we can watch the concrete dry. What's up, RC Death Squadron? I'm pumped. Let's see. So what's been going on? I mean, guys, some of you are getting ready to fly. Some of you guys close to Florida. Anybody at the Imperial show? Kenny was. What else? Talk to me. Talk to me. Talk to me. Let me know. Broken nose gear? Oh no. On what? Smoky Mountain RC, what's going on? You just put up a video, didn't you? Or somewhere a post? Do you get some maidens off recently? Don Willen, what's going on? I thought you did. Check it out, guys. I mean, there's always our buddies are always posting up what they're up to at the RC Pilots Lounge Facebook group. Eddie K's putting floats on the Carbon Z Cessna. Fun. Slammed it in the ground. Oh no. F-86. Randy's building an Edge 540. Falcon props. David, CVO made in the air tractor. Nice. It's a good one, isn't it? Lyndon Stewart, what up? Lyndon flew the Night Radian. There you go. I got to get all my gear back together, man. I need re-upped on batteries and chargers, all kinds of stuff. Yeah. Very good. L-15 is next, says Death Squadron. There you go. Good to hear. We have 45 in here, guys. Nice. Now what? Now what? I'm gonna look at my radio real quick. What's up, Dylan? Dylan, you get to fly anything? I was kind of checking some things out. I did, Wild Bill. Got some mud that next day, Monday last, and been slapping some around. What's up, Ann? Craig Beaven. Tim Smith. What's up, y'all? Let's see. Looking at system setup. Just want to see if I got my rates in on some of these things. Getting ready to fly them. You know? Yep. They're done on that one too. Nice. My Viper 70 is ready to go. Let's see, what else do I got in here? Roy flew the landing gear off the timber today. Oh no. Dylan flew the timber at the park. Sweet. Wrightsa went to his first RC Anonymous meeting last night. I think it will take a few meetings to get this disease under control. It's not going to happen, especially if you keep coming around here. It's just not going to work for you, bro. Sorry. Sorry. Let's see. Nope, I didn't do any rates on that one yet. Good to know. Good to know. Right, it says hi to everybody. Good luck on your recovery. Feels good in the hand. An X10 for the win. I like it. Down with the sickness. Time to get in step. Yeah, Wild Bill, my store's still up. My store's still up. As a matter of fact, let me show you how. So let me get it opened up. Give me a minute and I'll share screen. Go into pilotryanmedia.com while Bill's asking about the merch store. So we're going to figure out looking at it real quick, see what's left. Yeah, it is, as a matter of fact. So let's play with it a little bit. And then I'll be able to click around on it. If I do this right. Yeah, there we go. I'm going to shrink it down so I can see the comments and you guys can see what I'm clicking through. So yeah, there it is. Oh, all right, Dylan. I wonder if there's a fuse in there. So you guys can see me scrolling through. So yeah, this is just some icons across the top. That one takes you to my email. Can you guys see the cursor? Let me know. Email right there. Oh, I'm sorry, that's not email. That's TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter. I never use it. RC Pilots Lounge, Facebook. That one's the email one. But if you scroll down, you see the brands we work with. And this is what I'm always telling you guys. You know what I mean? You click through and when you buy something, it helps the channel out. So here's the merch store. All you got to do is click into it and it'll take you right there. It may be a little bit weird because I'm on, no, it's working. So let's see, there's a lot of different items on the store. And that was just clicking on one thing. So if you just click on Pilot Ryan Media, there's some ugly dude. And then there's all the stuff. There's a lot to do in a bunch of different sizes, things like that. I like the I Love RC stuff. Pilot Ryan Media, of course. There's just a lot. There's a lot there. And the old designs should be there as well, too. It's funny clicking in this way. And what else? I know it's one of those things where when you do it, every time you do something, there's like multiple listings. There we go. There's Hanger Rats hoodies and stuff. Yeah. Little bomber jacket, long sleeve stuff, stickers, t-shirts, coffee cups. There we go. Load more. That's what I was looking for. There's some airplane shirts. Stick 'em monkey pants. I had to get rid of a lot of it. But this is still what's left. Yeah, there we go. F-18's there, Corsair. There's a lot more I could make. Just hasn't happened, but yeah, get your fix. Yeah, it's up. It's actually at the, when you're watching the videos on YouTube, there's a merch shelf. And also, if you just go to the homepage of the YouTube channel, it takes you there as well. There's all these different things you can click, like store. It says store. If you go to the homepage of my YouTube channel, there's one of those words says store, and you can click in, and that's where it takes you. to the merch store. By the way, those turkeys, let me look at that real quick. Because my account. What's up, Axel? Oh, right on. So, I'm trying to see how it's doing. Because what happens is there'll just be a balance sitting there. Let me go back real fast. Sometimes it's nice to see what's sitting there. Yeah, get you some. Yeah, Axel, good to see you, man. What's happening? All right, 42. Drinking coffee on a Sunday night. Next week's the Super Bowl, right? Going to be late. If that's actually the truth, is that it's yeah, you can't get it wrong on the merch store because it will be right. If it's the Pilot Ryan store, you know what I mean? It makes it. It makes it. Thanks, Bill. Yeah, Super Bowl's gonna be fun. So what is it? The Cubs and the Chiefs? It'll be a good game. It'll be a good game. Looking forward to it. We won't get into all the drama about that. Uh, Axel. I'm rooting for it. I'm rooting for it. Who doesn't like a love story, man? I'm all about it. I hope the Chiefs do win it. I hope the Chiefs win it. I hope those two get married and have the best life ever and show everybody in America how to do it. I mean, it's an age-old tale. Boy meets girl, girl meets boy. Both are ridiculously famous. It's like I mean, let us have a fairy tale right now. It's cool. I'm not upset about it. You know what I mean? Some people are making a big deal about it. It doesn't bother me at all. And my little girls like it. Olson Aviation, great question. Well, yeah, Axel, you used to be more lean too before you were 30 something years old. I used to be more lean before I was 30 something years old. And Come on. Bazillionaire. I mean, you can't argue. She's added 330 million or billion dollars. It's million to basically the brand power of the Chiefs. Have you flown PT-19 from Hangar 9? What's your thoughts on it? I have flown it, and I think it's really nice. I wish I had video of it to share with you, but I didn't like my outing with it. I was filming myself too, so that sucks. Um, and man, those things are so slippery, and the wing loading and all. I think I had it set up too heavy. I was very hard on the landing gear, also. So if you're up to snuff, it's so much easier fixing the foam planes, man. If you land that thing like a butterfly with sore feet and keep it as light as possible, cool. But I would want to have I think I'd want to have a smooth surface for that. So I like it. I have it. Um, but those things are slippery, dude. And full strip ailerons. It's sports scale. I think that's a plane that definitely deserves flaps. If you're going to modify it. What's up, RC Roland? I don't know about that, Roy, but yeah, I mean, I like them. I try not to let people's opinions get in the way of some of the things I feel about them. I mean, I still go to Starbucks for coffee. I just want coffee. I'm not trying to judge the merit of them earning my money. Y'all do what you want. So what else? I mean, you can always turn it off. You know what I mean? I don't know if I could handle it as good if somebody. I mean, man, you can't do anything without the cameras being on you and the scrutiny of just you. Everybody's got an opinion. They're like elbows. Everybody's got a couple and they stink. You know what I mean? You guys. Kitty, what's going on? Tell us about Florida, bro. You went live for from the show, didn't you? Or from the evening? You guys did the weather went took a turn on you guys, didn't it? Or it was going to. People split out yesterday, is what I understand. I've been at Imperial before. Some dude bag had a fly in there. What was it? Oh yeah, it was the pilot Ryan flying. Huge success. I remember. Yeah, it was a good time. Um, Keno said John Graham. Jay Woody, yes. Michael Bair makes his own wheels sometimes out of foam board, like the flight test dudes. What are you wanting to put them on, though, Jay Woody? The great thing about an airplane is you generally only need two or three of them. Yep. Okay. Yeah, Roy, it was a good time. Your new pits. I want the wheels to be as big as possible for my rough field. Um, but you want to keep them light too. We were talking about wheels last week. Look at the Dave Brown wheels or the Dubro foamy wheels, and lose those wheel pants. How tall's your grasp, man? Because that thing does for rough field, man. Yeah, I'd get some bush tires on there, dude. Get some turbo timber tires or something. You know what I'm saying? You'd like to keep the wheel pants. Oh man, that sounds like cake and eating it too. You won't be able to get any bigger than probably you're allowed to mow a small spot. Um, I assume it's the FMS pits. Is that the one you got, Jay Woody? Love that plane. FMS, yeah, yeah. Man, I'd put the biggest tires I could fit in there, and I'd go Dave Brown's, but I'd be ready to store it off the wheels so it doesn't get a flat spot. I mean, since they're not going to get very much bigger or not bigger at all, you could almost put low bounce like tires on there because they won't be any bigger than the stock ones really. So you're not going to endure much of a weight penalty. You're going to have a hard time getting those wheel pants apart, says Eddie. Mountain RC, we drywalling. Isn't there another guy named Mountain RC in here, or are you the same one? I thought was there another mountain dude in here earlier, or are you the same one back? Because I recognize you. But I thought I saw one earlier. Was that you too? Or is that a different dude with mountain in the label name? Probably not drywalling this evening. I mean, could slap some mud around, I guess, if we get that bored with this. Um, but I mean, I know that's what I'm doing all day tomorrow. So wheel skirts, they call them spats too, right? Um, 6 inch, way too heavy, right? I mean, you can do it, but way too heavy. Wheel pants, wheel skirts, spats, tomato. I wouldn't, because the rubber tires are so heavy, I wouldn't want more than like 4 inches on there. Michael Bear says they're also known as pain in the ass. Um, you guys remember ventral fins, vertical stabs? The meme I had as like the thumbnail for so long. Yeah, way big. I mean, 6 inch. That's like Carbon Z Cub size tire style. Are they not the rubber ones? 50 grams. That's not too bad. I mean, 100 grams. They must be foam, right? What's up, Vaughn? Did he answer? They got to be foamies if they're that light, I would say. Foamy tires. Cavans are the lightest rubber tires, but they're pricey. Eric says, the retracts on Pilot Robert biplane was cool. Woody says this is what he's got. Air tires, hardish rubber plastic material. You're definitely not putting the wheel pants on those 6-inchers. What are those stock tires? 2 3/4 at the largest, 3-inch maybe on the FMS pits. Yeah, we did talk about Dave Brown's last time. 3-inch. Yeah. Yeah, Roy. Oh, stagger wing. Yeah, those do have retracts. Vaughn already received a TA 152. Were we talking about that last week with you? Is that what that was? I showed that old video. Was that you? I could get away at 3.5 if I made my own and still use the pants. Boy, I don't know how you'd make nice ones. What's up, Mark? Yeah, 3-inch tires. Sometimes you can squeeze in 3 1/4, maybe 3.5, and keep the wheel pants. You never know till you try. I still have my wheel pants and all that stuff on my HSD Cessna, but I know guys that once they came off, they didn't worry about it. Okay. Nice. Nice. It'll snap on you. It's fast. And that like high aspect ratio wing, it'll sting you if you're not careful, but it's pretty smooth. Pretty smooth flyer. Missing front wheel pants. Woody, are you bouncing with the stock tires? Yeah, I don't know if he's bouncing with the stock tires, but he says he's got a rough field. He's thinking about ditching the pants. Thanks. He said thanks to everybody. Thank you, everybody. Haven't flown it yet. Oh, man. I think it'll surprise you how gentle it is. You know, you can slow that thing right down. Eddie says he lands his with some speed. Yeah. Dealing with storms in Northern California. Weather looked decent. I've been kind of watching some of the King of the Hammers stuff. Tim Smith loves the Z-Flight pits, flew the pants off of it. Wheel pants off of it. Took the pants off of it. The Stagger Wings are now in Slovenia. Who makes the Stagger Wing, y'all? Who makes it? Who makes it? Oh, man. Right, it says you got to land that pits with throttle all the way to the ground or it will bounce even if you have Michelins on it. Yeah, man. I love that bird, but soft tires would be fun on there. Mine will be here at the house next week. Small one and a medium one. But a lot of people go nuts over the Stagger Wing. Like personally, it doesn't do it for me. I have flown one before when FMS had one. Maybe it was in the Rock Hobby lineup. I can't remember, but I flew one a long time ago. It was 30 some inches or 40 inches. And it was cool. You definitely got to coordinate the rudder though, or it's super ugly looking, if you ask me. But you know, it's cool to have retracts on the biplane. The Stagger Wing part is, I think, what I don't like about it. Dad, thank you. Boss says the Stagger Wing was his first foamy. My worst landing, worst lander, airplane wise. That's a good one. I want you guys to chime in as well. What is your worst lander? Some were bad until they weren't. You know, it was me who had to figure it out. Olsen, no. I haven't. I have so much other stuff in front of it. And it's one of our buddies. He sent it here and not in a hurry. And I'm not either. I really don't want to shine a lot of light on it, to be honest. I know that's probably hard for some to understand, but the V1200, yeah, that one's tough. Roy says the 850 little pits is tough. FMS 1700 ground loops bad. All the North American aviation stuff comes with a ground loop in it. That's actually where it's really nice to land them on grass because they'll make you look good. Michael Bear, Hobby King, Auto Gyro, he says. BF 109s can be a handful. Yeah, a lot of tail draggers can be a handful. I know I had a hard time with the Mustang until I didn't, you know, but it takes a ton of respect to get it right. Mountain RC wants to know if anybody puts afterburner lights in their EDFs. Yeah, check out RC Geeks Afterburners. He's got some cool new stuff going on with his. Rock Hobby P39. That little stuff that's heavy on the wing loading, it's always going to be trouble. 540 Edge. No flare needed. Fly to the ground. That stuff flies so much more gentle than this, like scale-ish warbirds and stuff. For sure. TA 152 says Lance. Yeah, tail draggers. You know, a lot of times they're really tough. Some of them have what I call split personalities, where it doesn't matter if you um, do a wheel landing or a three-pointer, and then some seem to only want it one way or the other. You know, I mean, to be honest, until I started doing three-pointers on the Focke-Wulf 1.5, I had a hard time with that one until I started doing three-pointers on the E-flite one. And it's a beautiful plane, really light. Fly, man, I want one of those and the Mustang back. There's some stuff I want it. I want it back. You know, it's gone. It didn't survive. It got crashed up. I want a mint one, mint, and I want to put the Robarts on it again. But I need some time, which I think I'm coming into. One wheel gliders are a little tricky. Brian Chambers, dude, you were watching the races yesterday. I took the B main and buggy, bro. And had a pretty good race on the short course stuff. The first qualifier, though, I got taken out in the air, and then when I landed, it popped the body off like halfway. So I was driving around like Pac-Man. So I pulled it on that one. But we can look at those races later. We'll do a little commentary, talk through the race. I'll show you the mains on buggy and short course later if you guys are into that. Yeah, so Eddie, I'm not sure if I exactly answered your question, but there's a lot of things that took me a long time to learn that now they wouldn't be hard. Thanks, Brian. And then I won one of my qualifiers in buggy, and then I was second in one of the qualifiers in buggy, and it was me and the same kid back and forth, dude, first and second. And then I ended up taking the B main. Yeah. Pretty good. I mean, and if you look at the A main times, like I'm right there, not with the top dudes, but like with the most of the pack, like middle to the end of the A main, I could have been in there. Bro, I had the hardest time with some back in the day, bro. I'll tell you something. Yeah, Delta wings, if you don't know how to hold the nose up and push, are gonna be bad for you. But once you figure that out, they're so easy. What's hilarious is back in the day when the channel was new, landings are my favorite thing. When the channel was new, we had been flying warbirds like crazy, Mike and I. And then we were doing video on the SkyTrainer 182 from FMS. Awesome plane, still available, 55-inch 3S. Awesome, good, nice light set that you can put in anything. But it was like at that time, it was my first tricycle gear plane. I couldn't land that thing to save my life. And this is after just nailing it with warbirds, you know, a lot. I wasn't really flying jets and stuff that back then. And it killed me because I was like, dude, how am I having trouble with this? I finally figured it out. But it was a whole new way of thinking. You know what I'm saying? Instead of like really just flare and put it on the mains, it was like bleed the speed off. Kind of like you bleed the speed off on like the Viper 70 if you don't want it to bounce, or the Avanti, or the little Bayhawks, or the Yak 130s. There's some stuff that I feel like, to me, I call them full bleeders. Like you really got to bleed it all, or it's gonna bounce around. So The 80 millimeter Scorpion kicked my butt, you know. But that was me. I needed a full bleed it, and that was my trouble. And I worked it out. I ended up making a good video, but I had to work hard to make it happen. But by the time I got the 90 millimeter FMS Scorpion, I knew what I was doing. And it's bigger. So that helps too. You know what I mean? I think my problem also too back in the day when I was newer at jets was I was still loading the nose up like I did my some of you guys know this is true. You know, I was still loading the nose up like I would on my Warbirds. You know what I mean? P-47s. Yeah. And great on the ground because the gear are very short and they're super wide. Yeah. P-47, I would say, is the best, most gentle tail dragger out there. In my opinion. Yeah. Even the Ultra Micro one is awesome. Yeah. Still problems bleeding speed. Not everything needs it, but some things do, you know. And generally, if I get in trouble with something, it's because um, I bled off too much. Mountain RC says the Hangar 9 P-47 flies and lands amazing. Nice. That and T-28s. T-28s, yes, but I mean tail dragger. Tail dragger, P-47 hands down. Warbird in general, T-28 wins because it is a trike. Yep. Writes us says use more elevator, boss. Well, it depends what the problem is. If he's bleeding off too much and getting bouncy, or if it's just coming in. If he's coming in hot, yeah, more elevator or move the CG back even a little will help. Eric Quinn says FMS SU-27, does it fly like the SU-30 or is it more powerful? I haven't flown it, but it's the same plane, right? Oh, no worries, Fred. No worries. Because T-28 totally wins, but tail dragger, the jug, dude, all day. Because half of the fuselage hangs under the wing. You know what I mean? And the super wide stance and short landing gear make it a really good one. Well, an FCG can be tricky for landings, but if you can't pull a flare or bleed the speed without dropping the wing, sometimes that's a sign of too nose heavy. They don't call it balance for nothing. You know, you can be on the forward side of something to keep it safe, but still not be too much. I remember the B-24. It was pretty specific about where they wanted that B-24 CG. And I, of course, default to nose heavy like I do. And I remember specifically like creeping it back to what the book said, and it made a difference. But also, if it's windy out and you need to help yourself and make something a little bit more predictable, moving it forward is fine. But there's a point where it's too much. And with the prop jobs, it's pretty hard to get in a way too much. Usually you need more. But with the jets, it's really easy to be wrong because the jets are, I mean, with the warbirds, they're very similar, even though they're not in the configuration. But like a jet, man, they can be all over the place. If you're flying a golden age jet or if you're flying a 5th generation jet. Nose heavy flies, tail heavy dies. Yeah. Yeah. Nose heavy flies badly, tail heavy flies once. I don't know that guy, Bill. So no, I haven't. But yeah, an FCG can be tricky for landings. I mean, we've spoke about this before. Like the way I set my planes up on CG, it isn't about how much input I need when the plane is inverted. It isn't about how at a 45-degree, whatever happens, if it climbs or sinks. It's about what happens when I get out of the power. Does it follow its nose? Does it follow its nose and sink drastically? It's probably too nose heavy. Does it follow its nose, but it's nice, predictable glide slope? Great. That's probably where I'm going to live. Does it, when I get out of the power, drop its tail? Bad news. If it drops its tail, then I've got to mix some down in with the flaps, or I got to move the CG up or something. Because to me, when I'm coming in on approach, I want to hold back pressure, you know, the stick in my gut, so to say. It seems super counterintuitive to push down. Is my thing. So yeah. I mean, aft CG is bad, but more. What's up, Just Boogeyman? But more aft than nose heavy is fine. You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, I need to get back on this flying and talking about it, man, because it is one of the hardest things you can do in the RC hobby is fly these planes. You guys are all badass because most people are absolutely scared to death of it. I've seen it, you know, firsthand. Most everybody thinks the stuff's cool, but hardly any of them have the gumption to actually do it. So you guys are studs. You know what I mean? Pretty cool. Yep, Evan's back, man. We got him fixed up. He was sitting in the waiting room purgatory of my YouTube channel, and I don't know why. Jay Woody flew DLG today. Feel great. Nice. Unblocked. Awesome. Back in the old days, it's $50 for a wrench. So, man, you're due for your installment. I'm kidding you, brother. Huge largemouth bass. There you go. Yep, Boogeyman's Evan. That's Evan, dudes. We all know you. Just Boogeyman. He's back. And there we go. There he is. He makes a ton of awesome planes. Him and Michael Baird do a ton of custom jobs. So does Kenny Rogers. Yeah, congrats, Evan. I wouldn't have known if he didn't tell me. Yeah, total accident. You'd have had to say something way off color to get blocked. And then I knew that. I always knew that was you, I thought. Pre-bagged salads are pretty good with GMO sauce. More people into surface than flight. Well, it's just easier. More people have experience with vehicles too. In the full-scale world than airplanes. We all have our reasons, you know, for gravitating towards airplanes. The ranch. Yeah, so different deal, different breed, you know, and few and far between. Jay Woody, I mean, understandable. I mean, if you had a hobby shop and you were selling 30 cars to one airplane, you'd have more cars too. You know what I mean? I get it. I get it. I know, guy. It's cool too, though. I mean, anything that puts a smile on your face, gets you out of the house. Olson, cool. Thank you, man. Dan, thanks for stopping by. I'm getting something to drink. I'll be right back, dudes. Um, should we watch something real quick or just wait? Just wait. I'll be right back. Even drone guys know planes are where it's at. Yeah. Even car guys know planes are where it's at, dude. Everybody wishes they could do it. You know, you look at a car and you're like, that's all, or truck or whatever, and you're like, man, that's cool. That would be fun. I wonder what it's like. And you look at a plane and you're like, I'm for sure gonna crash that, you know? And so until you demystify how to repair them and that it actually does happen, um, you are going to crash. We all did. That's how you learn, right? So it kind of depends on how tenacious you are and how bad you really truly do want to fly. But it's never been easier to get into it than now. And I have so many wonderful conversations with people that are new about how to utilize the technology, but to get out of it as soon as they can, so they don't learn bad habits. I mean, Mountain RC says his local hobby shop said he'd go out of business if he was just selling planes. Yeah, probably about to go out of business anyway. Living paycheck to paycheck as a business. Um, I can't afford real 4x4, but I can't afford real P47. I can afford a real 4x4, but can't afford a real P47. There's that too, yeah. Yeah, they used to be. There's a few there still, but most of them are home now. Um, yep. Sparkly Wings, E-Flight Turbo Timber Evolution, or E-Flight Valiant 1.3. Guys, what do you think? What I want to know is what your prior experience is. I think both planes are fantastic, but what's your prior experience? I mean, doesn't the Timber Evolution come with floats also? I think the Valiant looks more like a real plane. You know what I mean? But so's the Evolution. Evolution's good. What do you guys think? Oh, John, you got to refresh. I bet more people hit the like than that. With the PayPal account, any plane is possible. Get them both. But if you do, go to pilotridemedia.com and click Horizon Hobby to help support the channel. Pretty please. Or go to your local hobby shop and make it happen. Now, a lot of times you're going to go to the local hobby shop and they may not have it, but they can order it for you. And if they can't, then they're dude bags who are missing the boat. But yeah, that's one I haven't flown. You know what I mean? Only flew a secondhand multiplex Easy Star. Um, Do you have the simulator at all, or anybody to help you fly with you? Not to worry, Jay Woody. I never would. Evan says both fly great, but I'd go with the Evo. So, as a new guy, fellas, as a new person, which landing gear do you think is going to hold up better to smashing it up? Which one's easier to repair? What do you think? As far as the Valiant and the Turbo Timber, Sparkly Wings, cool. Yeah, don't use the slats. On the Bison. I see. John Brian learned on the suspense is killing me. John Graham says the Timber. Same with what Evan says. Mount RC says the Timber. John said, Brian said he learned on the Timber Evolution. What's up, Kenny Rogers? The spring should be thicker on the Evo. Yeah, man. That's what I'm wondering. Like, what do you think is going to hold up better? Which landing gear do you think are going to hold up better? You really can't go wrong with either. Because you have sim time, I think you'll be okay. If you didn't have sim time, I would tell you to get the Aero Scout, would be my recommendation. Draco, no. No. For like a second plane after an Easy Star, no. The Twimber does have beefier gear, but there's a lot up top pulling it over if you're in the grass. Timber is light, probably the best thing to have lightest. In the Valiant light though as well. I mean, both are going to have, Mountain. Both are going to have, the technology. Timber X, different conversation. I don't like those X models as much. Big surfaces, big throw. Oh, cool, John. All right, I'm getting a drink. I'll be right back. I'm not going to put on a video. I'll be fast. I'm back. The Viper can do it if you can. Don't bang up that Viper. You've been flying other jets, though, haven't you, David? We ought to, if y'all want to do the Zoom deal, we could. And David, you hop in there and we'll talk to you about this Viper if you want. If you guys work it out. What's up, Air Marshal? Fred, thanks, man. Air Marshal in the house. Yeah, y'all. Oh, my smokes. Fred, thanks, bro. Golly, thank you so much, man. Mark, let's see. Guys, you might be able to help. It's been so long since I've messed with any of that. I'm having problems getting my 64 millimeter Stinger to fly. It's usually super easy. I'm flying it with 1600 3S. Is that too heavy lipo? What did you used to fly it with before? What's it doing? Is what I want to know. If you used to fly it with a lighter battery, you can move that one back a little if there's room, or give yourself some more throw. Hiatus, bro. Goodness sakes. Goof troop. Rogers RC Aviation says there's 53 in their room with 35 likes. What's wrong with you? Well, apparently like 24 people. I don't know if that's the right math. No, it's not the right math. A bunch of you don't like it. That's what it is. Is that what you're trying to tell me? You don't like it? Okay. Top notch for sure. Yeah, what's happening, Marshall? $50 and $25. Sometimes you got to refresh it to see the new like count. I don't worry about it too much. Honey Jack says he's waiting until the end to decide. Oh, see, this is the curse of the RC hobby. It was absolutely fine, and then you messed with it. That wasn't a 2S jet before, was it? Ever. I would look at this tech spec for the web page, if there is one, and try to match KV and power system and stuff like that. Who knows what's going on? Huh. 2S. Wasn't that available 3S and 4S? Or was it just 3S? I don't remember 2. I did videos on it forever ago. But yeah, I can't remember. I thought they had a 3 and a 4 one, but it's been so long. I can't remember. I could see it eating a 3 alive though. Back then a lot of jets some of them were 4S, and even they were getting hot. Batteries were getting hot. Um, I'll hit the like button depending on how lackluster the show is. Awesome. You didn't hit the like button? Wait till your father gets home. So I walked upstairs to get something to drink. And dude, it was like the Grim Reaper sitting there eating a bowl of cereal. My wife scared me to death. The lights weren't on because she likes to keep it dark, so the light doesn't bleed into the kids' room and stuff. And I'm just in the I'm in the show. I'm in this mindset right here, and I'm just going up to grab something to drink, and there's this image, this figure, shadowy, beautiful figure sitting in the kitchen having a bowl of cereal with this glow around it because she's on her phone, And I'm like, you scared me. You're right. It was 3S. My CG is probably off. Axel, all right, man. Jay Woody wants to know how many of you guys are still flying internal combustion engines? There was a blue 3S Stinger a while back. Yeah. Roy, sometimes she does. Here's a good one. It's been a while since I've flown a jet, and I want to get another one. I don't want a little guy. Would a Viper 90 behave well or a bit too much? The Viper 90 is going to be more predictable than like a 5th generation kind of scale jet's going to be. You know what I mean? It is kind of, I think you can do it. I think you can do it. And if you get it through your links, it'll show up super fast, right? Stinker pants. Do you still have them? I do. The ghost of wife presence. Yeah, I know you're not a rookie. That's why I got a vote of confidence for you, bro. I definitely. I mean, Viper 90's killer, and awesome, good. And I mean, you remember the F-22? That thing is super easy. Warm up on somebody else's plane, somebody you don't really like. That way, when you crash it, you can just say sorry. It's moving along a little bit, Jim. Yeah, I got more things out of here and hung up. Got a bunch of stuff out of the shop. Last week we were going to do some mud work and the mud was moldy. So I threw it out, got some more. And now my wife keeps coming up with ideas. So I'm remodeling the closet as well, making it nice for my little one to have a closet office with a window in it. So I decided to beadboard the inside of this closet because I'll be damned if I'm going to stand in there and do finished drywall work. I'm just going to put up the stuff and be done. Bink, 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 and be done. I don't want to stand in there and do mud work. And I'm painting it before it goes in. I hate working in little spaces. Bathrooms were always the worst remodels, unless it was just a big one. Small. I hate working in those small spots. Right side. No. No. The BAE 80 is killer, bro. That'd be a great one to rock out. You know, it's nice and light. It's big enough to have a good character, and flies amazing. Predictable like a sport jet, you know. Just make sure you don't assign safe and the thrust reverse to the same switch. You know what I'm saying? I want another BAE 80 millimeter. Those are fun. Those are wheelie machines, bro. And I like those things with 4,000 or 5,000 milliamp packs in them. It didn't matter. If I wanted a wheelie, obviously I'd run the lighter pack or keep the flaps off. Yeah. Borrow something from Kenny, said Michael Bear. Yeah, wreck one of his. 5,000 packs, yeah. Sick. FMS F86. I can't wait to fly that, dude. You guys, I got a link to FMS too. Did you know that? Some of you did. Mountain RC says the CG on your Stinger should be 60 to 70 from leading edge where it meets the fuse, according to the manual. I looked it up. Air Marshal says plenty of room in there for whatever battery you want to run. 100% true. 100%. Yeah, I like that bird, dude. I can't wait. I want. I got so much stuff I want to play with. Lift the spirit and the stress. Getting any more motorcycles in? I still got motorcycles in. Yeah. I want one so bad. But I'm responsible. So I haven't dirtied one up. I made a video of 2 of them, but they weren't mine. They were father and son. Yeah, man. Got a couple now. You can get you one too if you just click the link in the Discro. Boom. Go to a local hobby shop. I'm sure they'd be glad to move it. It's not worth it to you or I to even have the shipping conversation. I got to bust your head if you wanted to get it from me because the shipping will just kill us both. Um, ah, serious, bro. You don't even know. Yeah, man. I talked to one of our buddies earlier today, too. Little heads up. Let's get this thing done. Yes. Hour and a half, we are approaching. If there's going to be an after party, somebody's got to get it started. Otherwise, I'm fitting to be splitting pretty soon. I think I will dial in the races and we can do a play-by-play recap with Pilot Ryan Ramsey, RC Racing prodigy, extraordinaire, newcomer, beginner, awful, 40 plus class RC racer. What's up, Johnson 74th? Francis, you ain't lying. Let's see that B main, said Mountain RC. Yeah, dude, we're gonna show the B main and then the short course main. All right, Jay Woody, see you later. Thanks so much. Thanks to everybody who's joined the channel, who supports the channel by taking that extra step to consider using the links through that website I pay for to make it convenient for you. It costs you nothing but consideration to continue clicking through those links. Support your local hobby shop if you got one. And thanks for picking up t-shirts and all that kind of stuff too. I'm all in, y'all. I always have been and still am. Thank you so much. So we're going to dial in. All you airplane only guys can bounce now. This is going to be fun, though, so don't miss it. Great lackluster show as always, my friend. Most people don't understand the inside joke of that, but that's okay. See you, Eddie. Spackling. It's more than it's like skim coats. It's like mud work. It's like float work. It's spackling. You make it sound like I'm wearing a fanny pack. You know what I'm saying? It ain't spackling. This is like throwing mud, dude. This is slinging mud. Y'all making me want to show you how it's done right now. All right, let's go to the races. Now it's like a warbird landing. Yes, sir. All right, let me dial in this race. liverc.com. All you got to do in the search bar is put in C Main Superstar. Just kidding. RC Fun Park. Results this month is the green icon. We're going to look at, we'll do the buggy B main first, and it's going to be this race. Let me pause it real fast, make it a little bigger. This is always such a pain. All right. Come on. Yeah. So we got to make room to do the work here. Hold on a minute. Present. Share screen. This is it. All right, now I can, let's do that. Sweet. So I'm making it so I can see it and click in and see your comments. So this is the two-wheel drive stock buggy B main. And real fast, I'll show you. I'm starting in the, because I won my qualifier, I'm actually starting at the front of the pack. No, I started in the second position. You can see my cursor. I started in the second position. And then if we look down here, you can see I ran clean. I stayed clean. I stayed out of the mess with the rest of them. Yeah, but the same kid, me and Braden were pretty. He got messed up pretty early there, it looks like, and went down to fourth position, and had our time making it back. But yeah, I started pretty early. But in the qualifier, We should look at that too, because I definitely did not start near the top. So I had to fight for that one. All right, here we go. Let's go. So I'm starting number 2. He messed up. Braden's got the black car. I'm silver. We're all running in a pretty tight group right there. And I am behind him in second position right now. Everybody messed up a little bit. It's hard to see. Boy, people are getting turned around. I think I'm in second position right now. Yep, still in second position. So black car just went over. I just went over that tabletop through the chicane, whoop-de-doop, hitting the triple. He's still ahead right now. He messed up right there, and then I come zooming by. So now I'm in first, and I think I will keep it the rest of the race. Hit the back jump, coming back at us, approaching the tabletop
5 minutes
drop.
left.
I'm the silver car right there, whooping through the chicanes, over the triple, back 9, ripping the straightaway. Here I come. I'm starting to separate from the pack here. Good times. Jump in the back. I think you guys can follow me now. Jump in the middle. I'm on the tabletop. Chicane section. Turning aft towards the triple. Jump the triple. Double in the back. Straight away, here I come. Tight turning on the tubes. I'm pulling away a little bit at this point, but mostly running clean and consistent. I think my consistency was nearly 97% in this race. There I am, straight away. But oh my gosh, the
4 minutes left.
short course stuff, man, Rubbin's racing, dog. Kane, I'm running clean and keeping it safe, even because I've got enough distance. I just don't want to mess up. I don't think I got Marshall at all. Coming at us on the middle jump, headed towards the tabletop. And as soon as you land that tabletop, you're in the gas. You're zipping through the chicane, in the gas, nothing. Barely hitting that jump because you don't want to overfly it. If you do, you'll bounce. So that very jump in the back. Now that jump right there, you fly over it hard. You fly over this one hard. Land, give it the gas. And then you're slowing down over that tabletop through the chicane as fast as you can do it without losing control. In the gas all the way to hit the
3
triple.
minutes left.
Coasting through. Now just barely jumping that, so you hit the backside of the double and come back down the straight. Good times. So here we go, full throttle jump it in the back. As soon as you land that one, you gas it. As soon as you land this one, you gas it. Slow down for the tabletop. Gas it. Gas it. Gas it. Coasting. Little tiny bit of gas, make the turn and fly, and then coast through the turn so you don't spin out. Good times. 6-minute main, so it's probably about over. A couple minutes left. I'm running pretty clean. I don't remember. I don't think I made any mistakes, but we were still pretty close. And he's pretty good because he's not been doing it for long, and we're right there. He's
2 minutes left.
Where am I at? Okay, there we go. Chicane, looks like me there. In the triple, baby jump in the back, hit the backside of that double, and then zooming down the straight. Cutting it close as I can without being too much. Listen to Howard Cosell. Tabletop, that's me through the chicane. One of the motors, you recharge the battery every heat. But after a 6-minute main, I probably got 40%, 30%, and some change left in the battery. and we just top them off in between heats. It's like a 2S 5,000 or a 2S like 6,400, like a race pack, a shorty. Here I come down straightaway. I'm really tight on that exit.
1 minute left.
That turn. 24-hour membership. I don't get it. Where am I at now? Let's see. You can see the names across the top. I think I just crossed. Yep. All right, back 9 again. Here I come, middle jump. Dude Rex, I go around him on the tabletop, whipping through the chicane the best I can. You got to turn before you get there. That's a trick. Felt pretty good. Down the straightaway, I'm running a 16.6. Back jump, middle, right there, tabletop. Wish you could really see the off-camber bits. It's way more than it looks like it is with the tubes.
Richard Gordenier done with a 15-lap 603.7 result. Ben Allender done with a 15-lap 607 flat result. Ryan Ramsey done with a 16-lap 609.7 result. Kendall Thomas done with a 14-lap 612.7 result. Braden Hubbard done with a 16-lap 617.6 result. Brittany Hively done with a 16-lap 623.6 result. All drivers are finished.
Okay, now that's done talking. How long does the battery last till it doesn't keep up and you throw it away? I haven't thrown away any yet. I've only been doing it a few
race.
So now we're going to go to, we can look at my laps real quick. My fastest one was a 21.8. And then we were real slow on the first lap. You can see it because you're trying not to wreck in the first lap with everybody. But I'm fairly consistent there except for that. So what was I? 98% consistent. That's how much money car grabbers make? Nothing. Nothing. Because after you race, you go out and you do, and you marshal. That's how that works. Let's see. So let me get out of this screen. There we go. So we're going to watch the A main of the short course trucks now. And I didn't do as good here. But I still look at 16.6. Everybody was 16.6 except the one leader had like a lap on everybody. But look at second place, 16.604, 16.608, 16.608, 16.617. I let Larry by me because I didn't want to get tangled up in traffic. And I thought I had a lap on him. The way he was talking, he made it sound like he was doing really bad. And I thought I had a lap on him. And so I didn't want to get tangled up because I was running pretty clean. And then another buddy, and then the guys behind me, 1:16.6:20 right there, our buddy David. And then Mark's usually fast. Jerry's usually fast. Matt's coming back after a little while of being gone. It's basically kind of like a motor class. So like the buggy is like people should be running 17.5 motor. And then with the short course, most of us are running 13.5s. So, all right, here we go. And I started in who knows what position, 6. So look at how big these are. So I just am whipping through the chicane with the pack right there. There's a black car behind me. I'm just now coming down the straight. Just now hitting the back jump. Just now hitting the middle jump. Tabletop, that's me. All right, chicane. Tight turn. I'm feeling pretty strong in this one. Hit the triple. Same thing. You want to just barely jump that back one or you'll overfly. Oh, I spun out. So did everybody else. I keep going. I got myself back. Here I am. So I just hit the hairpin, middle jump, gas it.
5 minutes left.
Gas it. Whip, turn before you get there. That's the trick. Hitting the triple, back double, straight away. Back jump, middle jump. I'm coming up, about messed up right there. Middle jump, didn't fly it too hard because I about missed it. Trying to keep my position. I got some fast guys coming up behind me through the chicane, but I'm holding my hit the triple, back double. I'm holding on. I'm holding on. I cut this turn pretty tight. I got a fast guy behind me, so I know I got to stay good if I'm going to keep position. Tight turn there, which is hard to make for me, but I did. Tight there, way too wide there, but I'm still holding. Oh, he tangles up with me. He wrecked me, so I'm not waiting on him. He did it. So here I go, the double coming down
4
the
minutes
straightaway,
left.
coming up behind a guy, and I'm on the back. I'm hitting the jump in the middle after Matt. The guy in front of me at the moment, I just came off the tabletop. He's the one who hit me in the midair he let me go because he knew we all have a lap on him or two by the end of it. That's etiquette. Good job, Matt. So here we go. I'm cutting it tight, coming around the back jump. I think I'm chasing David Nito right now. So he just hit the tabletop. I just hit the tabletop. I'm on him, dude. I'm on him. Look at that. I gained some ground in that chicane, and he's pretty fast usually. So here we are both on the straightaway. He cut it tight. I cut it tight. All it takes is one mistake, though, and you give up position. There's his mistake. And I cut underneath him. Now I'm ahead. Tabletop. Now look at my have the turntables have
3 minutes left.
I just whipped it through the chicane. I'm over the triple dibble, coming around hairpin, short little double, straight away, rocking it. He's on me. He wants his position back. I'm turning nice as I can. I still keeping my position. I got to make this turn not too wide because that's where you can lose it on that 90-degree hairpin. Look how he's on me, bro. The only reason he didn't overtake me there is because he didn't want to wreck. And then him and I both passed two people. Here we come. Back double, straight away. He messed up. I got separation. I'm running clean. But look at everybody else coming around. So I'm running as clean as I can, just trying to stay out in front just so I don't get in traffic. Whipping through the chicane the best I can, taking it easy because I'm really afraid to wreck. I think David's back on me. Whipping the hairpin, back double, straight away. Here we go. And he's getting fired up, so he's overflying his jump, stuff like that. Here I am back.
2 minutes
I
left.
about messed it up in the two right there. So now the distance is closed. We're both on the tabletop at the same time. He's ahead. Oh no, he's ahead. So now it boils down to he's got to make a mistake. So I'm on him. He's pulling away. He's got to make a mistake or anything will happen. I'm tight on the turn, but I'm slow. He's jamming. But the faster you go, the more liable you are to make a mistake. I'm still running pretty clean. Got a tight turn there, tight to the tabletop, through the chicane, whipping through pretty good. Coming, I'm pretty proud of myself. Hitting the double, traffic in the back. Look at the jump. Oh, almost hit the marshal. He's got to mess up, or it's his race at this point. So look at all these three together. And there I go. I'm on the tabletop right now. Traffic. Look at both of them tied up right there before the triple. I'm on that dude right there.
1 minute left.
It's probably David. Yep. It's David. So I'm on him. I'm back. We're the separation has been closed. I'm right there behind him. I'm the middle one on the back. Hit the middle jump. I'm in the middle of the middle jump on the tabletop now with Marks behind me in the yellow and orange car. And I very rarely beat him, but he just made mistakes. He screwed me up right there. Now he's ahead of me. Straightaway style. There he goes, hitting the jump. There I am on the back jump, coming around the hairpin to the middle jump, approaching the turntable. And that's what's happening still. Someone's got to make a mistake, bro. Right? What position am I in? Oh, I'm ahead of David now. Barely. I'm in 5th and he's in 6th. I just let Larry by earlier in the chicane. He earned it. So there I am through the chicane. I'm pretty sure I'm getting a triple, back double, and straight away.
Jerry Pelagi done with a 16-lap 604.8 result.
Me.
Dave Fowler done with a 16-lap 608.3 result. Larry Label done with a 16-lap 608.9 result. Jerry Bella done with a 14-lap 611.2 result. Mark Nicely done with a 15-lap 613.1 result.
Fun.
David Garcia done with a 17-lap 615.9 result. Ryan Ramsey.
It's so fun, dude. So fun. Let's look at one more if you want. I kind of want to see it at this point. Anybody still here making comments? Let's see. So we'll go to the qualifiers. So I got second place on that one. This is a third qualifier. It was a good race. The second qualifier, me and him were awfully close. Yeah, I won that one. Me and him are both just. So we both had 13 5s in this one. I ended up taking it. 93% consistent. My fastest lap, 21.7. But that third qualifier, I think we were 14 5s. We had another basically lap. Yeah, we got 14 5s in this one. And my fastest lap, 21.9 on that one. So fun, dudes. So fun. I'm gonna let that be it for now. That's a good time. That's a good time. Last night somehow I was in my Surfers channel and kept looking at the subscriptions, but because I subbed to a lot of plane channels, it looked like I was on mine. LOL. Oh, the stuff that it's feeding you to watch, like algorithm feed. Yeah, so fun, man. I mean, I've only been doing this for a little bit, but I like it. I like it. And I mean, I may not be able to do what the fast guys do, but I know why they're fast. Thanks. I wish you guys could hear the commentary, you know what I mean, that Tommy's doing during the races. King Rat, you don't like it where cars are jumping over cars on track somewhere? I don't get it. It's fun when you get messed up midair though, dude. I wish you guys could hear the whole room because it's like, oh, and there was a lot of other good races, but I'm gonna show you mine. You know what I mean? I'm mostly invested in mine. But guys, it's about 2 hours. I'm good with that. Thanks so much for coming by. I ran my newly modified CJ7 just out in the yard a little bit today. I'm going to smash together a little tiny short form piece of content on it. Maybe this evening. Be looking out for that. But yeah, I got a lot of videos I want to make, y'all. That's what I'm here for, y'all. Really, my gosh. Dad, love you, man. See you. Thanks. Figure 8 track would be awesome. Oval track would be awesome. I want to get into the oval class of stuff too. And they're doing it with some ready to run off the shelf stuff. So late model, Mud Boss. There's Legends series. There's all kinds of on-road stuff. And there's affordable stuff. You don't have to go big money off-road kits. You can work and dial in you know, some stock kind of off the shelf stuff. All you got to change is like the body. You know what I mean? Oohs and ahs and cuss words from the driver stations. Yeah. Well, some guys, man, they make so much noise you think they're 3 laps behind, and then they're right there with you. Like, man, that's the thing. That's why generally the short course is a little more relaxed because we don't expect as much out of ourselves. Oh, that's great, man. B33. Is it Dustin or Justin? I'm glad you enjoy it, man. What a great truck. Got that Vanquish the other day at the shop. Very cool, man. Thanks for coming by. Thanks for coming by. Follow Pilot Ryan Media on social, bro. Yeah, here on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, the whole deal. I haven't been Mark. Oh, the stance. Because there's another guy that bought one the other day, and it was the Phoenix. Did you get the stance? Yeah, I bet so. Cool. Because I did just sell a Phoenix, the Falcon edition. So you got the comp rig, the stance. Very cool, man. Thanks for coming by. Yeah. Yeah, I haven't been doing as much lately as I normally do, but I really feel like there'll be more of it again in the future. And there's a lot of cool reels to look back at. And hopefully you checked out the RC Truck playlist here on the YouTube channel and saw some cool crawler videos. Comment on them for me, man. Nice to see you, Mark. Thanks for coming in. We are approaching 2 hours. I say 8 minutes max. Any questions? Any crawler stuff you want to see real quick? I could tell you about the video I want to do. Yeah, Mark. Nice to meet you, man. Thanks for coming in. Thanks for calling. Anytime you're in town, you know, if there's something you're looking for, give the place a call because the website's not always correct, but anytime they should answer the phone. And I'm an influencer. So, I mean, if you go to pilotryanmedia.com, you can click through to any of your favorite brands. But if there's a shop local to you or you're in town, do your best to support that. How do I drive the crawler and film at the same time? That's a great question. I use a selfie stick and my cell phone, and I drive one-handed. I drive one-handed with my left hand, trigger and steering, and then selfie stick out with this one to try to keep it nice and low. Sometimes I'll hold the selfie stick in, kind of pinch it in with the pistol grip remote also. But a lot of times I'm running one, and sometimes I steer on my leg with it too. John, you have no idea. Yeah, you're right. You're right. I'm gonna tell my wife to get ready. She's gonna have to learn how to film for me again. And my boy's about big enough too. With the bashers, I don't mind the hat cam, you know, because I'm airing those things out, right? But with the crawlers, yeah, definitely nice and low with a selfie stick hanging the phone down. So you're kind of guessing at the shot you're getting. You know, so you look back and the art is in the edit. I worked so much harder on the surface videos than the airplane videos because those are really a natural format and flow for me, the airplane videos. But the surface stuff, there's a lot more work in the edits. And there's also a lot more to deal with. Like if you're think about a crawler video, I've got an hour or something worth of footage. There's only so much footage of an airplane flight. So, and I don't edit those flights. I just cut them up at the beginning. the intro. Like I give you guys the real time, like beginning to end flight is the goal most of the time. If I've ever given you guys a montage, it's because we had camera problems or something. But generally, yeah, it's a start to finish deal. Sometimes the audio goes bad and you just got to work with what you got. I've done so many videos. I've definitely run into that a few times. 29 in the room. We're dwindling. We got 5 minutes left. John wishes he's closer to help film. It was awesome. Had my boys filming plans for me when they were 7 and 8. Now they're 18 and 19 and not interested anymore. Yeah. Edits always save Steve at Killer Planes. That's why I think it's great to not need them most of the time. But yeah, you can salvage a session with some edits. Looking into mounting a pole to the radio with a camera. Now I set a camera on the ground or a 3-leg mount and drive by. Yeah, there's that too. In the edit for me, I try to make sure that the truck is never sitting still. So you can set up shots all day long, static on a tripod or something, and especially a short one. And if you edit where the truck's always moving, that's kind of nice. That's a nice trick. Generally, no matter where the shot is or how many cuts I got, you'll see that the crawler is always moving. I never show you it sitting still unless it's a glamour shot at the beginning or the end. It keeps it interesting to watch because unless you're into crawlers, it's like, why would you watch this slow thing? Yeah, Rick and Roy, good question. Check out Fred's channel, man. Beadlock RC for his surface stuff because he's doing some things too. And I've thought about having a surface channel, but I've already done so much work to grow this one and been on it so long. I'd rather change the name than start a new one. I changed the name to cover it all. I've thought about this being my RC life, you know, or something like that. But I'm afraid I'm branded at this point. You know what I mean? I'm branded at this point as Pilot Ryan, no matter what I'm doing. That's it right there. Hat cam your races. Man, that's true. That would actually be fun. I should do that. I've always been really funny about it's so weird about YouTube, right? Like I've done a lot of it. And with the airplane stuff, I feel like I can really own it. Like no matter where I'm at a show, with a lot of people, at a fly-in somewhere, I really don't have any qualms about talking and making myself a nuisance with the camera. You know what I'm saying? But there's no way in hell I'm doing this at the RC races. You know what I mean? I could do one on my hat, but any of the talking head stuff, like I'd have to overdub it later because I would feel weird. Pilot Ryan until you die. Yeah. Yep. That's what I'm saying. I that's why I think about both. That's why I think about sometimes starting one. But I don't have time for that. This is the one. This one actually makes a little tiny bit of money, so I don't want to start brand new. All right, we got about a minute, and I'm gonna do it. Thank you guys for coming by. Thanks for all your support. Thanks for clicking those links. Thanks for being a member of the channel. Thanks for all you guys do. A lot of you guys have been with me forever. Super appreciate it. Super appreciate it. Thanks, you guys. Check out Fred. Fred does a live on Monday at the Fred Barron RC YouTube channel, and that's the Real Flight Fly-In. Check that out or jump right in. Francis, I think a drone following surface would be awesome. Pilot Ryan grounded. If you had a drone following truck. Yeah, man. I mean, I think a drone would be great if it would track truck, especially if it can stay low and avoid obstacles. The one thing about it, though, I almost think it'd be better for bashers because I feel like on the crawlers it would be messing up the grass and everything would be blowing around all the time. You know what I mean? What I really kind of want to do, and I am not the guy yet, I want to plug and play really good FPV setup for a crawler. Because then you could just follow, you can have somebody follow you. You know what I mean? Or you can follow them or whatever. But I want the dude to be able to look out the window, basically. Thanks, Tim. Thank you so much. I think new drones will do automatic follow on a truck. I think so too. I just need some, I probably gotta get some things finished so I can get rid of some things and have some, get some funds to invest in some equipment again. But I gotta work with what I got first. I gotta get back on it. It's so ironic that being at a place surrounded by it all the time, it's been harder to make it than before. But that's just wearing so many hats. You know what I mean? So I think we got to figure it out, though. Back from Midway, man. We are rolling out, dog. Head tracking. Yeah, 100% head tracking. But not only do I want to tilt and pan, but I want the dude to be able to lean out the window and look down at the tire because you're going to always be climbing up something. I don't want the dude looking in the sky, the shot looking at the sky. I want to see where I'm putting my wheels. You know what I'm saying? A little bit. I don't want the FPV strapped to the roof. Like I want it where the driver sits. Nice, Fred. 360 for sure. And not the giant GoPro one. I need small, and I feel like 3D printing would be amazing to get into as well. Like I would like that. I'm afraid, but I would like that. And man, you could use that 3D printer for airplane stuff and crawler stuff, making mounts for this and that. I mean, I've got some old trucks that I want to put doors on. You know what I mean? That didn't come with them. You want to see one? I'll show you one. If I can get to it. Okay. I was telling some of you guys the other night that I just mounted up the Mickey Thompsons that came on the CJ7 to my old deep dish that used to have Patagonias on it. So anyway, there's the Mickey Thompsons looking good on my deep dish. This is my early Bronco. You know, old school Bronco. But I would love to print the doors and the roof and the back. I like the box back trucks. You know, Roy, man, it's so much easier to film surface than it is planes. But man, those of you who got the CJ7, Fred, look how chunky the front of this truck is, just because it's designed. And then the CJ, it's like this narrow. It's so narrow in the front and pinched and just so much clearance. This one has, I moved the shocks down on this one too, so it's sitting pretty nice compared to the way it came. But yeah, the Mickey Thompsons look great on these deep dish. I love that the CJ came with most crawlers forever, guys, have come with the wheels glued up to the rims. So now the CJ7 from Axial at Horizon actually comes with you can take them apart instead of being glued up. This is the beadlocks. So there's the front cover, there's the clamp ring, and there's the back side. Easy peasy. But usually they're glued up. So very nice that it's a lot of times you get ready to run tires for me and I'm never going to use them. So the compound's actually really nice. Yeah, proper beadlocks, dude. So being able to repurpose, what am I hitting? Being able to repurpose. What's up, man, with the gear, dog? Is nice. Oh, it's time to service this dog, finally. Dude, I've wore this baby out, though. Y'all, I'm about ready to put a battery in it and see what's going on. Oh, have I finally killed a transmission or a diff? That's new. What is going on? This hadn't happened to me before. It may be time. This has been through it. Y'all, I'm gonna grab my radio, dude. I want to see what's going on. You guys care? See, I don't even mind buying people's files and printing them if I can figure out where they are, if people have made them. Y'all, I'm gonna see. I'm gonna grab my radio. It's in the it's upstairs. Give me a minute. I mean, I guess we're not leaving yet because I'm messing around. I want to see if this thing will drive, dude. And I'm gonna go ahead and unplug the lights. Oh yeah, tons of files. Yeah, I got a battery. Let me go grab my radio. It could just be like a dig or something. Is That's totally what it was. I think it's just the dig servo. Hard telling. Maybe I finally messed it up. It's been around though. Let me get the radio. I'm curious now. So yeah, like I was saying, the front end of the Bronco versus the front end of this, they're the same truck, but look how much less messing around there is up in the front. Okay, hopefully this has some juice in it. Okie doke. Let's wish me luck. Huh. I think it's the transmission. And I never really even hooked up the dig on this one. I don't think. I don't know where it's binding at, man. It worked last time I used it. Yeah, late show. I know what it is. Guarantee. I bet I know what it is. You guys will never guess. Let me get a tool out. I don't know why that ESC is flashing. I'm just gonna unplug this dig, bro. Okay, where's my tool? Is it a 2? So I remember when I put these bead locks together that One of them had a longer screw. Where'd it go? I'm thinking that might be it. Ooh. Well, not anymore. Is it a problem? Ha. Just broke it through. So I'm good to go now. It works now. I'm going to have to play with this one a little bit. This one is like, except for moving the shocks down and throwing a little brass on it, I still have the stock motor. We've been doing airplanes all night. I like it. It's fixed. I'll never get rid of this. They discontinued them. It's crazy because it's pretty rough. I almost got to treat it like a basher to get over stuff because the straight axle of it all. But it actually, it'll work. It performs. That's the bottom. I need to, I'm messing around with those buttons and I trimmed in throttle. Let me untrim that throttle. I got that whine to stop too. Nice. All right. Turn this off. Wrap the show up. Yeah, we did. We've been talking airplanes all night till the very end, and I talked about racing, and then talked about crawlers because I was going to leave 20 minutes ago, but there's a bunch of us that do crawlers and stuff too. And I sell RCs, so I don't discriminate. I sell them all. I have fun with them all, and that's what's up. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. And I mean, bro, old school Bronco, come on, man, that's too cool. It's too cool. I want to put it back together, and then I'm getting out of here, guys. See you later. See you on Soch. Hope you get a fly something. Let me know. Hope you get a buy something. Let me know. If you have any questions, as always, let me know. You guys know me for being helpful. Keep that up, you know. All right, Francis. See you later. Yeah, I'm rolling. I'm rolling. I just want to get Humpty Dumpty put back together real quick. And this one needs a new power system. But it does still work. And that's great. Sometimes getting them back together is a bit of a trick, but it's okay. It's worth it because they fit so good. And her wheel wells. I got it. I just got to button it up. The body clips are nice. They have these tethers on them. And they're hidden right here in the back. I wish you guys could see this in person. Like, the bumpers tell you everything about where this thing is, what it's been through. It's been around, y'all. It's been around. Oldie but a goodie. If you like this and you see one in the shop, grab it, because they are not available anymore at Horizon. But yeah, you can see, like, I need a driver for it, but if I had doors and the top and stuff, it's almost easier to get away without having a driver. I like it. Guys, thanks for coming by the channel. As always, we'll see you in the next one. We're on the Sunday still until we're not. I'll talk to Kenny, and I might end up going back. It just kind of depends what shakes down here. So stay tuned. We'll see you on social. I'm out of here in 5. Hanging rats forever. 3 you later. You're too good to be forgotten. We'll see you next time. Bye now. Boom. Stick 'em monkey pants. Later, dudes. Adios, amigos.